You know, it's a weird feeling, isn't it? It's like the world has gotten a little colder lately. Not mean, necessarily, just dulled. It feels like someone nudged the dimmer switch a few clicks lower on everything. You sense it when you're standing in line at the grocery store. You see it in text messages that read like cold bank receipts. You sit in those project meetings where everyone just nods along, but nobody actually says what they're thinking anymore. If you've been feeling weirdly flat about everything lately, this is for you. It's not that people forgot how to care. It's that caring is just, it's gotten exhausting. There's too much coming at us, too fast, and it's all so damn loud. Our brains were originally built for village-scale life. A few dozen familiar faces, a handful of real, immediate problems, and no flashing notifications buzzing in your pocket. But now, we swallow a heavy global feed before we've even had our coffee. Bad news comes stacked like greasy plates at a 24-hour diner. Every single hour. When your nervous system gets served more raw weight than it can actually metabolize, it does the only practical thing it knows how to do. It turns the volume down. The trouble is, it turns it down on everything. First you mute the chaos, then the joy gets quiet too.
I remember a few years back, I was so deep in that numb place, I didn't even realize I was sliding. I was running a small commercial center, buried under corporate franchise metrics, trying to manage a small crew. One of the younger guys on my team came up to me right here in the shop. He was struggling, trying to explain why a project was falling apart, and his shoulders were completely pinned to his ears with stress. But I was so locked onto my own anxiety, worrying about the lease structure and checking my phone every 30 seconds, that I didn't even look up at him. I just gave him this empty corporate shrug and said, rough, just get it done.
He walked out. I kept staring at my screen. 5 minutes later, I caught myself and realized I hadn't processed a single word he said. I wasn't a heartless boss. I was just empty. I had run completely out of bandwidth the previous Tuesday. I wish I could tell you that was the last time I did that. It wasn't. And honestly, that's exactly how empathy frays. It isn't a dramatic explosion. It's just a shrug. You see a friend's post about a bad day, you mean to reach out, but you forget. Then it feels too late. Then it feels weird, and the gap just grows. If you felt that happening in your own life, you aren't broken. You're just overstimulated. So, what actually helps? Practically. Without signing up for some 30-day boot camp or buying a color-coded habit journal you'll abandon by Saturday. It starts with inputs. Most of what we feel simply follows what we feed it. If your digital feed tilts dark, your head is going to tilt dark too. This isn't a moral failing. It's just mechanical. Every single platform rewards whatever you react to. If you feed the machine outrage, it's going to bring you a fresh plate of it. But if you start tapping "not interested" on the junk that drains you, the machine learns faster than you think. 1 minute of friction today saves you an hour of spiraling this week. Thumb care is nervous system care. And look, you don't need to throw your phone into a lake. You just need micro exits. You need a couple of small doors you can walk through when your brain starts to buzz. Stir a sauce. Tighten a hinge. Sweep the floor. Sketch a terrible pear on a scrap piece of paper. Pet the dog with both hands. Splash cold water on your face for 10 seconds. It's not about productivity. It's a signal reset. And since work steals most of our hours, let's fix one thing there. Teams numb out when meetings go nowhere. If you don't sit in traditional office meetings, swap the word meeting for whatever recurring thing in your week where everyone talks and nothing ever changes. Tomorrow, declare one goal in the first 2 minutes. Use simple language. Who does what by when? If the answer isn't crisp, end it early. People will thank you, even if they look confused the first time. Less circling back, more needing a yes or no. Put guardrails around your attention so it doesn't skid all day long.
I'll say the thing nobody loves hearing. Your circle actually matters. You don't have to completely rewire your friend list, but the ratio counts. Add just one person who's building something, a tiny shop, a tiny garden, a tiny newsletter, a project in the garage. Builders pull you forward. It's contagious, in a good way. You don't need their specific industry. You just need their posture. And on the topic of posture, try a quiet one. Not performative gratitude or forced positivity. Just a daily check-in that doesn't feel like homework. Keep it scrappy. 2 lines in your notes app or on a sticky note. Saw a teenager help a stranger with a stroller. Will make soup. That's enough. You're simply teaching your mind that you still notice and you still create. Comfort alone won't wake you up. Keep a little deliberate friction in your day. Take the stairs when you can. Park a block away on purpose. Say the kind thing out loud, even if it feels a little dorky. The goal isn't suffering. It's sensation. You can't feel human if you can't feel. If you like rules, make only 2. Rule 1. No phone for the first 15 minutes of your day. Don't start your morning inside someone else's panic. Wash your face, stretch your back, look at the sky for 10 breaths, whatever you can stand. Then check your messages, not the other way around. Rule 2. End one conversation every single week by setting a concrete plan. Coffee Tuesday, short call Thursday, walk Sunday. Plans beat intentions. They also beat loneliness. If you lead a team at work, remember that people numb out when nothing meaningfully ships. So ship smaller things more often. Drafts count. Demos count. Saying, "We moved this from stuck to done," counts. It returns momentum. And people love momentum, even boring momentum. It proves we're not just talking about problems. We're building exits. And when you get home, move one thing in your physical space. Not a major remodel. Just enough to tell your brain we're actually alive here. A new lamp, a different chair angle, a plant on the sill. Burn the good candle on a regular Tuesday. Play a record you forgot you owned. You're creating a micro-signal that says, hey, this place still has a pulse. I realize some of this sounds small. It is small. That's on purpose. Big fixes don't stick when you're numb. Tiny ones sneak past the guard and change the mood of a room. You collect enough of them, the baseline shifts. And if you're listening to this thinking, I've tried, but the numb keeps winning, try this last bit. Ask for one favor this week, not because you can't handle it alone, but because you shouldn't have to. Let someone bring you lunch, proof your email, or just sit with you while you sort the closet.
People want to be needed. Saying yes to help is an antidote to numb. It makes two people feel something. So here's my ask. Mute 3 accounts that drain you. Follow 3 that feed you. Make one small thing today, even if it's just a bowl of soup or a lopsided sketch. Put one real plan on the calendar with a person who feels warm, and ask for that one favor you'll actually let someone do. Then tell someone what changed. Keep it plain. Tried the not interested thing. Feeds calmer. Made soup. It helped. That's how this spreads. Not with big speeches, with little wins shared. What are you going to make this week? If this helped you clear a little bit of the fog, consider subscribing. I'll be right here at the bench, trying to sort through the rest of it.